Hello, everyone. Thanks for watching today. Today's topic is focus on the right things for each client. Again, focus on the right things for each client. Now, what that means is a lot of us as agents sometimes do the same things for or think everybody should be treated the same. I know treatment with your best, do your best, give great communication, all the general, treat everybody the same way, but focus on certain things for certain people because everybody has different needs and wants. For treat everybody the same, but focus on really what the client, buyer, or seller needs from you. What is the first time I ask a question in a coaching, it's like, what do you think your buyers need? They need me to find a house. We know that. Well, what does the seller want you to do? The seller wants me to sell their house. Guess what? A buyer, if you weren't around, could find and buy a house, either themselves or find another agent. A seller, if you weren't around, could sell their house themselves or find another house or find another agent to sell their house. So you need to focus on why they chose you. Now, hopefully they chose you for your skills, your communication, your relationship with them. I know some of our agents out there get buyers and get sellers just because, and I use the term lightly, a slam dunk. They fell across them, a friend of a friend referred to them. They didn't research it. The clients didn't research anybody. They're just using you because it's just so easy and you're the only person there. But so outside of those times that happens, but if someone chose you, why did they choose you? And focus on what are the things that they chose you to help them buy, let's say, buy a house, because you followed up with them, the way to communication, they trust you, your expertise in a certain area. Focus on that and make sure you enhance that. So if they loved you and you are using you because you've been following up with them so much over months, years in prospecting, and now you're going to look for a house, don't fall off the planet. Focus on it. You still got to call them. They love the communication. Are they going with you because of your expertise in an area? So an example, I'm going to switch gears to sellers. If they went with you because you kept on telling them for years, or farmed an area, or were calling them because you were telling them you're an expertise in this market, in this area, and what's going on, and they want you to sell their house, focus on that's important to them. Now, you better keep updated on the market while that property is listed. So many times I know agents, when listings expire, when there's a market, when more listings expire, when you don't price them right, or what's happening and the listings don't expire, sometimes sellers don't go back to the same agent because they felt they know more about the market during the time they listed the property than with their agents. Example, if all of a sudden your seller calls you and go, my neighbor just put their house up on the market this last weekend and you didn't update them. Hey, another house came on the market that weekend. Or they call you and said, hey, I saw an email from Zillow or something because they signed up and said another house in my neighborhood went closed, and you didn't update them. Like, another house in the market closed, and this is what's happening in the market. If you don't tell them and show them during your listing period that you're still an expert in the market, you might lose that relationship. So the whole point of it is focusing on what's important to your clients while they are using you. What's important: selling their house fast, highest price, easiest. They're using you because you have the connections to help them fix up their homes? Are the buyers using you because you're always available to answer questions each day? It doesn't have to be every minute or every day, but you get back to them quickly. You have information for them, the questions answered, and you sound and are confident in the answers you're giving them. And also after the closing, so many times agents lose focus after closing. They think that's the finish line. That is just the beginning of the next stage in your relationship. Because if you ask any agent out there, what is really, really strange about our industry, especially agents that have been in the business. So I have agents right now who've been in the business 20 plus years, and they go, okay, I had 20 sales this year. And I said, wow, all those second time clients, third time clients, fourth time clients, like, oh no, they're all first time clients. I'm like, where are all the second year time clients? The ones that bought 10 years ago and they're buying now, where are all the people? You've been in the business 20 years. Someone moves every 7 years on average. Should be on the second or third time. But when that happens, it is that agent didn't focus on the follow-up, didn't focus on continuing the relationship with that client after the closing. So that's another thing. So I'm getting off tangent here. The reason when I tell new agents that get in the business, I'm like, the market's wide open for you to find new business. The reason why it's an open market, why you have it, because most agents don't follow up with their people. I think it's on average, I've seen the reports almost year after year, somewhere between 5 to 8% of people, when asked, say they use the same agent on the second home as they did on the first home. So the reason, I'll give you one reason why only 5 to 8%, because every 5 years, 85% of realtors get out of the business. So there's 85% chance that agent that sold them their house is going to be out of the business by the time they buy a new house. So that's why it's a great market for there. But for you agents focusing and are going to be longevity and are going to be in this business a long time, keep that relationship going. Remember, don't think just because you sold them that house 5 years from now, they're going to use you again. Remember, you have competition. There's going to be people farming in the area, calling on them, sending them stuff in the mail from now to the end. If you want, again, I'm going off topic here, but just a little training, because this is what I do every day, giving agents ideas, and we're brainstorming. And when I do these videos, I brainstorm, is look back at past sales. Go into the MLS right now. Look at all the sales that happened 5 years ago. Might be a good time to start reaching out to those people. If the same people, look at the sales, see who bought the house. If it's the same person, they might be looking to buy a new house or sell soon. It's just a matter of time. People are not, everybody has to sell their house. No one, or I don't think anybody, because we're only on this planet and earth and alive a certain period of time, are going to be in the same house. It's going to sell. Are you going to be that person who's going to be at the right time when they decide to sell and move and wherever? It's just time and consistency and follow-up. And if you're going to be in this business for a long period of time, you got to have a system and do it. So back to the topic, is focus on what's important to your client before they become a client and they're a prospect. Focus on the things that are most important to them during the process, and focus on what's most important to them after, in the follow-up and the long-term life, client for life connection with them, and focus on what's important to them and what things would be great for them to communicate with you over the future. Like, just on a personal level, you became friendly with them, or do they think of you as a real estate advisor and you're giving them information on what's happening in the market? What is important to them that you built a relationship with before and during the sale, and then to follow up on that, because you can't just have a canned response or think a general email that you send to everybody, or a mailer that's just not personalized, that people are going to use you in the future just because you send them an email once a month or a postcard. You got to connect with them, text them, call them, connect with them. And again, how do you do that? By figuring out what was most important to them. So hopefully that made some sense. And like always, sorry to get off on a tangent there, but love to train, love to brainstorm and come up with different ideas and how to communicate with people. So that's it for this Thursday. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.